gone specifically American house so na yekoya I also West Wagon and so any also cry no na papa ba ko befia owura chemante jako ono so ebefia wo mu bi eno no na amani wo bi di nkomo na nipa no ebronyi fita pa na minua mema ne ba ko bisa say na bronyi we no to aba na say hey wuni mo we citizen what citizenship tika bo be cheche omo ye Ghana fo a omuti mutu aba Dike na obi bisa se bronyi fita to abanam se woye Ghana ni mremu uni
say oye Ghana ni yes so oye Ghana ni no a registered voter obe to aba and yenye color na kire so be a Ghana ni obi o why oye Ghana ni
okay
of course we naturalize as a Ghana
one
yes we betimi aba be naturalize say wo de o person oye Ghana
okay
even though from my for and no no a bit means so by reason of marriage.
Our rear
well take step the next 2 steps into a bit more about the
okay.
For son, we who said we name the Ghana, but as long as Oba hona dia ya capture na dia me gidi se o Ghana ni na obe
ya o kan se me do se yenti ase se enye so o ye kokwa na so ye tutu na be ka so ye Ghana ni
na me dane me ho kakra bi me hu se nkrofo bi accuse me ka se police station so mo to wa achi na me so ama boni aba moto aba
kama mo charge se o dane
o ma sala o moto wa achi o kona no ho nti
ma won se do sometimes na e kom okuro mo
yes na se me fie o mu fie before 5
okay
and you know when be no be na but I also advise we just an aside so we a parent how kwa unim time kra beba nti nka me kra de nka betimi anka no akwa na also no aduane si ho na nkudura no pa afi na babagin se me pentemako but ena de too late because betimi akọ na onya mae nti no ena nyese sabi about 20 na enkwada bebuada
ye bebuada
ntina se nka awukọ na nka wasiesi wachi ena wo ye wo nkwan si wa nka bia nka ne so ya mo se eba munni but enkwada no so nti ase ni bra ba ti obi kura wo a obi wo about 21 na
say ye ti am pe ye obi so da obi simba 30
and no so nti na ya me so say wo say ye politicians na ti ase say nipa this is what people go through no work to abama is obi ye we nyina na oto abama wie na sa bi unya tumi be hye wonsam na o betoto papa so na de be ye se sikadio se wo be den na ubisa ho se de wo ye no sa what betray and confidence and people should know enra be ye fa ye nyina sabi o ka ye de fa na ntwie ne mponche ena ni partner mu ko lots of people o de nam kwan no so the risk meanwhile also so about to V8 mu say bo kra airbag behu a protect nti ya ye pa na ye go through sa anima we say num na ye to aba mo no omo so nti ase binim de omo nkwa asi ho ama wo mo
I just wish say omo community na enka omo be hwe na omo hu say enti de enkrofo fam say de be ya me ba be ye omo candifo eni
obi binim be re be fi you do be fi enti no ye nya sa selflessness no say nya bi nya se wo ba ya na national cake no na woto nti wo twa no watwitwa dia a proper good from grano we besesa na you know it's, you know I think that these are things we ought to understand around this time this is the only time politicians also ultimate trust now reflect say sebi we ni pa bi ena na meso a ma me begina ba bi kura ba begina no e starting here bobo a hu say nya wo na wo sorry ya pe we nye certificate asem
debi
election certificate
wakotina buka china nkwade wadwene adi ngoma
eye nipa na ato ama ho nti we ba wo hwe anim a wo se amisusu se obe nipa papa obe nipa papa ye de tum nyina asema nipa no ka no nti wo ye we nyina awie na wo ba na betra se parliament to se Flagstaff House na wo ba na se ye bibi ma o man no so ntimi ntumpon na wo bre so a wakwa ntimi anya
na ne kwanso ai no fi se obi de no ho aba for ye o de ne bra aba for ye o de na ho de aba for ye che se she ambulance ba kwa no pen ka se wo se enya tabia na be bibia ma o man na be pesika so no okoto na bo so shake you na no sha se o ye list names no o mo ma ba na o tro ne ade do kasa ye na eye ni kapa
nti umunya santi ase na megidi se bebo se ye wie ye 2004
ye wie 2004 na wo ka adwadi asem ye ka aduane ne amanfo ahofaman ye nam na ye nuanom omukọ Accra Central na ye odododi ho no no mo se o ene ye ntomfa Accra Central omukọ ya makola mani didwa o enye holiday ade omuso ye ton ade kakra ne ton bia ansane akwakotuti ye nhwe sa video yi kakra ne nhwe se de still business e koso e wo mokola. Say a video no nyanya ready.
E be a business mo wie. But you see there's nothing wrong with say obi na adwuma.
Yeah.
Except that I say the pa no nkai say for example say wo makola edidwa na say obeto aba e wo baabi echichi no ho a. Ohu say wanhwe yi a wo ye wadwen say wo kwa na akwa akotia. Ebi nso ho bia wa na adwen say bo be say 2 a obekọ okwa won san ma biem because e bi ye mfa nkomfa mra nyina yesika ya ipa ko nso bedidi nti ontimi mfa ne dwadie
to abanti ada mfa biane ba
yes nti no oton a but oje ne ntem kakra na wonko pese oto dia so okọ because you say 50 plus 1 e bia sa plus 1 ye wa
ya no credit na ye kata mfa aduane ma ya minim se wonya saade ne bia se Dr. Mensa Otabeneke o se abato ne mfa aduane emma na mom emma wo quality aduane na obedi no aduane kra obedi
no yeah but seriously speaking abato de eye ebi se bi o yes se bi yi anyansa ye to aba ana ye nipa mo abedi kan na so de wo nto bia se bi o ye ya ka de be kwa koyi obi a ebi a omfata wo ba bedi wo so bi and sometimes we become say memfa me ho a say opani wo fi na say o so memfa ho a e bedun rebi na asem kro na no e beba ne kom nti da bia na nsem bia ma meto kire me ayi nyina yinim say ayi achechede e na o ka kire ahoma say ka kire anoma se ba bia osi no de o ye no e asem beba o zu e fa ho ben wa achechede ye wasem bofo ba ya obeto taya ekum anoma anomati beto ya wanyema bia nkoto so bia akyekede da ehwa na bofo baaye ofa ne sika na oditwa ahoma na odo mo hye bedem na o kyekere ye ti o mo kọ no na akyekede ka kire anoma se so ahunu so akoka be kan ye ne kai na wutie ya nti abato de ye nya de edidi agro se o de obi ankoto na da bi
nyame na mekopa adwuma ma obi papa enye se wo kopa adwuma ma obi papa na emom ye nyina ye hwe aboa
na abensu mfie nan mfie nan afa hye enti ya tuwie na se wo fi se wa and because obi bi sa me se na se me tuwie na se me konu me hu ametimi akọ so munyi mfrim na me nsan fofra na se da bi enya akoto mu wie pa ipa ko no ba na wo mpe na yi se wo twen mfie nan bi nti
yentiasiesa ene na yenko na ye wo 2004
2004 sabe no mampani kufo edi no one term enti no yes na me ka say onya 52.45 45 NDC 44.6 and na me ka say it was against what people thought say and NDC begu so
yeah okay
for me sabe na ye define or minor the political blocks
2004
yes you define the political blocks
okay
I don't say in 2008 2012 I say you say they say the MPP and NDC
omumenu akese ni na said you wa man omatum ponso na
American Republicans and Democrats and yankwanko yewe na akoyewe and say binimu ni hwebi wo ho in fact party mienu bi hyehyehye ase ho and so ba na mo na mu bia but omon we ne election and intino sana etie e wo ha say from 2004 na say
tike mpacho be se ba 2004 no na mayenko bi eni enko Brekum East yenya ne tie se kwadwo kire e wo Brekum East e wo ahomane so kwadwo yanko kwadwo yate won kapa wugina Brekum East police station benya e ho etesen sabre okay
Yama only Jama MPP. And I was only for Ali, they on Jama CPP. You are at the best, you only Jama PLC among the Kono. Now, for Uba Bakupi, I have police stations that would have 101. I was the cookies. After so, you feel honor that you need a Monica Nezu B. Now, honor, it depends on 561. Now, after 844, you do nearly 410 and above the two. And also, you need a Monica Nezu B. Also, you says so about 586. After 9 o'clock, you do not any 400 and above the two. Now, you're presiding officer, Mr. Awofama, could you come on or say almost a challenge? Yeah, and I said, so come here, Oba, as you do, so would be a Tunabatan. Apart from one for 12 balance, I'm out for this stock, a judge apostle. It's a few coordination for no, a study and it's a have watching Yadon, and also a cinema hall, a AMP. Now, also, the presiding officer on 18 Como, or say, it was about 874, but after 545, that any 415 and about the trouble. It's even about you see, I have police stations out there, Yakobi, now Kwazua, you have got Amagua, saying Amagua police station to know your own AMP. I say, I'm no say, the Amagua say a year, now 800. A year 548 and also the two abano. Now you do as you share and officer of the any 463 and about the two abano. It's a cool year. Send a big account, Kumu to you for far. Ubia air to Navasani, a biano, the entire carbon is the machine, the one who to Makama. It's nice, Motia, a cook is a man upon a bomono, the cook Kumu LGA for Papa.
Kojo mo why de pa ye beda se de pese yete ani ate ne se eho ye din na bana na obi eto a eno ani ade happen nti eno ana se ekoso ne tike yensan kosa brekum east wo no na ye hwe se ye several afoka swing regions no ehwo four regions a ye hwe ye nti ye hwe brekum east for ne se de omo party esi etie na eja ne one analyst ba ko kase pa na ye hwe this is brekum east
yes brekum East and so washa saving 92 and 2000 92 then 96 NDC winning you know subsequent elections in MPP in 2000 64.4 2004 62.0 2008 there was a descent other some of these swing regions, more character. By the time we do 2008, now so tiba. However, in 2012, Ubi wa was leave you no nimdi okwakoto. So na no meka asem bi kire o maami bia yi osa yes somewhere oyi na ye party foforo eduku. Enti no nipa ne bi wo ho a omo wo sa ade na this is the country a ubi wo ho a o she t-shirt ba mi ensa. Owie rally wa happen no yi ba akon agu no okọ ba akon so. And in politics there were a lot of anima ye dey kire say ye wo ho because me wo university na GCPP ombe launch omo party those days Latin na omo buy no omo buy me kai pass omo buy most omo the t-shirts obi ameji bi share say be ya mutwa ba TV so be ya fani ehun say nipa no odom and I'm saying it's a political party bia no yes our representation no say the papa mo say the body mo nti sometimes that's how we also behave nti sanity the ho be bia. Interestingly, however, in 2008, now MPP nya 54.8 no. 2012 no anchor down. It's 57.3.
Okay.
Now said ne your board results no na ebetimi ehunu eho said you must see eto maba no esifa so mo be maintain this how 57 on the coastro and am form and I say ebeba besi 96 no wo hwe said the esi koyi a say me ye predictions make us say bia ebi ebe dey say be san be si
96 okay
so wohwe abato no nyina na ya na ensesa no ya na entai nye that swift kwa kakra enti no ye behwe se de ebesi akọ bi a enu time ye beti bo be kan nyina abom no na ye behunu se de mo si
mpacho akosi asapon yenim se ne obona ma na efi dade kotopon na sabe de wakwa kodu Olympia Cinema enti yenkwa ahoma ne so na yemfa akosi asapon wo dade kotopon Olympia Cinema akosi a yenko
Obaya medase ebusuafo sabre ya menemo kasa de ye wo la Olympia Cinema said ya kan no la dade kotopon eho na ye de ye ma ne bo efri ba ene ye tititom sa na so so ya kokko mia police stations ahodo bebre se ye nyina ye hwe se de abato no esi ekro no a ye be pie mu la Olympia Cinema no se de mia ahodo baabi sitia a nipa bebre ewo no enya saa na hatie aha ye ba ye na ha dadi enipa bebre ba ye call emiamia ahodo a o ma ba peso wo ho no enya saa na hatie na ye nhwa de wo hwa party ahodo no de omo ayi se de ye ba ma ne ye fiti ase ne kan no obi ade ne de asosom kopem se ye beto aba na bewie ansa na obi abayi ne de afiri ho obi ato na bawie no de ne de atum no na kyese waye ne de awie a okọ enti kopem se ye beto aba ne bewie no ansa na obi abayi ne de ama ye bekenkan akenkan na afa ye nhwe de enti a ha sei aye di sa obi ani ha eba baako we ba na we kọ ukọ mmea hodo a se de kan no ye nyina ye hunu mfonyini ne bi e wo TV no so ye hu se nipa dọọso papa a o ma ba peso na ye beduru ha se police station no eye miensa anase o ma chemu miensa se de abato komisa e kan no se de be ye be kontem na ha se no edi enti e na ama no akontem ama o musa ye hu sadaka no enkrata agumu pa etidi e na ama na kontem sa omo ye magic bi na kontem anase omo de omo dọọso nti e na kontem ye nya presiding officer ba ko wa omo ye miensa na wa na ye ne owura Leonard ni din a ye bisa wo de ma ye no ye ne no enkasa na ye misa ne se e de na omo nko aye ye a enipa bebrebe yi a omo beba beto ha na omo nyina afiri a opanyi ye ma achen e de ba UTV so
me da se bebre
yo me pa cho police station ni e na ye la cinema
Olympia Cinema
okay yanhwe enipa dodo sen na to aba wa ha se a asemo ha se da ho sa
okay me wo see na see no nkofo 580 and I said to Abawaha. Now B no ye 680 and A no 770 and I saw moto Omabawaha. Now I just know the nearby 9 years a domino will happen. Now likely for us to say the insaka materials and anthem. It's exactly 7 and a year day. Yes, shas, no so no do not namano a dorsal. But essentially a commission on workers and the will be a and so by the man and 10 yet latent is not the entity. Mobia make sure say a back home into wouldn't say we will lie my young chance. We better say we have we Diana, the entity police for not the young so grounds almost some way with my paper pentino. When you deal line some quantity, and I say, I don't know that they will be able to do something out of it. Into and you mean one say, yeah, Namano, to about most of the as I'm talking to you, almost 200 people, getting to 200 people are cast their votes. Omato Maba, they are nowhere to be found. Na
Omato Maba, we call
Omoto Penamoko, Obianson, and say CNAC, and I say CNAC. Na town as time goes on, and she and the Namanabe film. I'm a Nipane Bama, Kumako, and your magic being a year, and shed down ye be who be an ambono. A bakuye and a like obim person is she be any baby so far no your bad problem and say bo man no do my share ni din na ni din na very fortunate and unfortunate say obi wo ma even though obeka say ahaya no vote ye ahaya no to na ba so no ye be check code no ye wo code they defining out 6060 to all the network 6363 sorry all the network when you finding out who abon say enya ha na so ye na obo baby na baby e so to na ba no say okay me hu na wako na wasan akọ so fa nipa ba ko pe na fingerprint na ntumi our organize no na ono so no ye make sure say ye ne fa manual verification ma bibia e ma ono ati ase ma agent obi ati ase say so e fa sa e kwan no so ntina bibia etumi aye kama obi a tini bibia adwen ne ho a bibia eguso ekoso mako no
ebusiafo na eno no ye di kan ekọ ba bi efre ho amen center eno so ewola dade kotopon mpese ye free ho na ye beduru ha yi enti kwan no so de yakop polling centers be se miensa ekọ nan so aha de ene to so nan ni nyina ye beduru ho no obehu nipa ba ko mienu miensa na wo mu didi so abra beduru akra nsa na ye free office ama o mama ya ba mu no na ase nipa ba ko mpope ena na wo to aba fe na ase nipa no san ba ba ko bi enti sa bre ya ye ne mo kasa pa de se uba la dade kotopon a bibie boni bia nyansi ye se de anopa ne ye bo mama ne ye ko Christ the king ho ena na o mo kire se stamp no ye fancy enkrata no so ntinya de on beto aba no esusu ni nyina na ye hweye ye maja nyame ya adom ma bibia ekọ kama enti ebusiafo ye de free sa la cinema ha ene ye de ba ha de ha dadin enipa no so atekura ba baako sanso na aiming center so ba baako polling center sa ye free wo ba nyina wo nyina ededa sa de mu baako ye de ye ne so kire osu emu ho ba bi eno so beduru ho no kyese ni nyina emu deda ho baako a mia agba apeso ne de omo wo ho ena ba bi a enipa nso ni bebre no nso no wo mo wo ho se wo ba la dade kotopon a ho nso eye bia bi a enipa no emmom peso akosi asapon ena mede efri la dade kotopon eye la cinema polling center mini jojo ajare ene frempon ena ye de ba yegusu anamu de besi bia no ye be mamu ahu
akosi asapon ye te ne kan nti oda so wo dade kotopon potem wa ene wa bobo so ache na eye ni kan ye pa se de ankofo koda wa ahomachi ye wonom de ehwa ye hwe a ne se nipa ba kwa na mienu bi mekata party no otwasi na oba e bebu se afe kwa na du ba kwa ba pa o meet du nwotwe ene enso enipa enhyeda anyway wo ma to awi ana se papa no presiding officer brofo o si no where to be found o ma yira ana o ma nko ma ye na de ne yedi kan bo amane se ebra na ye nkrofo na ma proboso eko police stations ni ade wonum kopie mu e wo central market ye mokola a wo mkoyi ama ye di fo no e di dwa kese ni ye ni omu di ko bu se omu se na adamu de mu nti se dogo bi nu abese ne ye to aba na omu se omu di dwa kakra ye ntie o
ya to anopa amachi de to ade kakra sisi ade market na ye din sa abatu onu ntina aye din no mpa bebre akọ
epa cha bale de obi di line amami enye nrume so line emu wapa ezbe kokro mpa enye nrume so me gina o saa che nti bebe ton ade na ade no kwa ya nto
amachi 2 o'clock na me ba ha bo no se bibia anim ya to ade kakra amami afi na me be kono makwakoto aba no
ase ene no area numu aye very dull ti se nene holiday ba ni nyina ne se utumi se afi we nipa do na ani abreso mbeto aba no nti no mu a omo wa ho mu ntie nyina na akofie ekoto aba nti na amakroma yedin kakra no na enye ne bibie ntia
enti weni ekura ye gire kire ye hwe si enti akra pa na ehwa ye hwe sa no why say bo obi se ase na holiday nipa na akra ka enso ho nye holiday ni nyina ne se enkofo okoto wonum aba na bensu yekoba bi ebekọ no na emu aye din na emu adwo kakra chese enkofo kwa ahomache ene o makoto awie nti bi afei ene o mo ba be kodwa so ama wo mo atumi akwakodija wo fie na wunya mpie ya ye hye wunkran na yetufo ne aka che se eye wasede se omamba pa otu aba enti enkasa emfa me ho ena ma entwen na enye last minute no numbebo a wo be kwa ye be ka se papa mame waka echi afei na wo ne wo mo ba be ko ena me wa ya na me se me fa ade aba enti ko sabre ye mu ahenhe ya kona kwoto waba woto na utim na ya mfom so a wo choice eno no watintim awie ye pa ochew enya wadwen se wo titim etia mra se wo betitim ye kokuma se asante mantemo wote kokko so asante wura otu for say tutu ototumiedu okoto aba na nanso to aba enti yenko wona yenko hwe se de na na ekoto aba no esi etie enti ye komanhia ahemfie eno no
yo me nua ba me da se se na ozi kan ya wo manhia ahemfie aha sisi America se asanten no tumfo o se tutu a otoso mienu ono na sisi a ono ne mpanyimfo egina baaba a omo aba beduru hanom a omo eba beto aba aha ye under manhia South constituency ewo eye ahanom na sisi me kase eyade a asanten ne otumfo se tutu a otoso mienu aba beduru eye ne polling station your polling station be me ensa na wa ha Mr. Srebo Kwaku ono na ye regional director edema Electoral Commission of Ghana me hu and the Osei Okra ono eye deputy Ashanti regional minister afi me hu eye Mr. COP Kofi Boachi ono na ye regional police commander ono so eka ho a chese otumfo tutu tata wo ko ne polling station a wo ko akoto aba na Mensha South hano nipa 54,072 and register ewa hanom nipa eye and parliamentary no and 9 and age mo ewa hanom polling station autumfo eba beto aba no eye 3 polling stations and ewo ahanom na sesi ameka say Mensha Palace 182 Anna Afia land secretariat 101. Says America say Asantino 2 or say to 2 or Abe PMO or the polling station. Afibia ebe to baby aha and our 2 aba and says or 2 for agent our first baby I was a year ni din na omdi bibia na Mr. Srebo Kwaku ono and a regional director of Electoral Commission ono na ejina ne nchempen na presiding officer nankasa so ewo honom a wo check bibia se bibia betimi aye kama ewo hanom na afi ye clear ni ahwe na watimi akwakoto na aba sisi ameka se yegina table 1 we first one no ye ko second one eno na modalities the debia ye fam na no abi na obia so ebetimi afam enti no waba bedru next table wo ba be hwe enti se ameka say aha na asante ni gina eye Mr. Srebo Kwaku ene gina ne nchen wo mo eye ohwe electoral officer no so ehwe niam bia obetimi ahwe awi ansana wo mo etimi ama no kwan ama otimi akwakoto aba the normal process I will be affirm as a voter no eno nti wo mo de ballot paper no e de ama no first one here presidential ballot ye de ama no asante ni otumfo say to na eko no nti wakwakoduru eye box honom eho na sesia o ba behwe na watimi wura boot honom na watimi ato no aba sesia make say waduru baby a obia ni wa obetimi aka no ho biem to no kwa na akwakogina eye box honom ogina box honom wo hwe se obetimi ato no aba no na aye kama no ye presidential eye ballot paper any ade ama nti ono ogina honom Mensha South Mensha Palace ye Mensha North Mensha South baby asante ne otumfo say to to na be eye Mensha South nipa 54,072 otumfo by the second place which is the or the parliament or the presidential ballot paper na watu awie na na wode to eye box no wade to mawie afi Mr. Srebo Kwaku asa director na say onko the next table and no parliamentary elections and to parliamentary elections e wo Mensha South no so no enipa 9 and the agina e wa hanom nipa 9 and the agina hanom omo nipa 9 and the agina so yento aba emfama wona mehu Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe e wa hanom wono so eye parliamentary candidate e de ma eye Mensha South hanom on the ticket of NPP they say America say was asante ni ababe piemu e wo baby a ye to parliamentary elections no UTV and na ye do aba eye Mensha Palace high Mensha South constituency and asante ni otumfo say to to na ba na say America say the last one parliamentary into we are any behwe say bi asante ni be kan bibi a kire nsɛmtwerɛfo a obi aba be gina a wo pɛso behwe sɛ die na ɛkɔso ɛwɔ hanom ni nyina no sɛ asante ni otumfo say to otosumi no na ɛto na ba wa wie parliamentary nti or the na de akwakotum or the parliamentary ballot paper na de akwakotum na kyɛ sɛ sisi America na process no wie or spending more than 5 minutes kra sisi America say bibia ya aba na awie ye asisi ano asante ni otumfo o say to wɔtumi ato n'aba awie a n'anim sere kama nana ɛne ɛyɛ Mr. Sereboɔ Kwaku ɛna egyina ahanom akyɛ sɛ biribiara ɛyɛ kama yɛnim sɛ ebi azane ne pɛ sɛ ɔbɛkasa na sɛ Lady Julia ɛna sɛ America sɛ ɔno so aba Lady Julia so ato n'aba awie a ɔno so ɛde ne paper ɛba abɛto ɛyɛ ballot ɛyɛ box no mu sɛsi a wɔwie asante ne awie wato n'aba awie ɔne ne ho kani ɛyɛ Lady Julia wɔn etimi ato wɔn aba n'awie a wɔn de santene a wɔn sa escort asante ne otumfoɔ sɛ tutu ɛde ne kɔ ɛyɛ Menhyia Palace na mpanyinfoɔ ɛda so ɛdi n'akyi ɛyɛ Mr. COP Kofi Boakye a ɔyɛ Regional Police Commander ɛka ho bi a wɔne wɔn ɛkɔ ama biribiara etimi yɛ kama tesi a wɔn ɛkɔ nana yɛ hwɛ sɛ ebi a obi ebetimi mpanyinfoɔ no bi ɛne yɛ bɛkasa nanso so no yɛnhwɛ ɛde ebesi yɛda so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ polling station hɔnom ɛnya adeɛ a yɛfiri hɔnom yɛda so ɛwɔ ahanom na wɔn ɛba ɛyɛ Mr. ɛyɛ Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister ɔno so ɛka ho bi Andy Ose Okra ɔno so ɛwɔ hanom ɔno so ɛba sisi a wɔn pie efiri ɛyɛ Menhyia polling station hɔnom polling station bɛyɛ tere wɔn awie asisi a na wɔn escort nana ɛsa ɛde no akɔ ɛyɛ Menhyia efie pɛpɛɛpɛ Menhyia Palace sisi adeɛ asante ne otumfoɔ sɛ tutu a ɔtɔ so mmienu ɔtumi aba bɛto n'aba awie ama sisi a no wɔn ɛkɔ no yɛhwɛ sɛ Menhyia mpanyinfoɔ a wɔn ka ho no protocol officer no ebi ebetumi ne no atwitwe nkɔmɔ kakra nti yɛgu so a yɛdi akyire na sɛdeɛ mesɛ kae no Mr. COP Kofi Boakye ɛna ɔno asante mantema police force ɔno ɛna ɛhwɛ nti no ɔno ɛna di ne nkyɛn pɛɛ a ɔno ɔmo ɛkɔ Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister Andy Ose Okra ɔno so ahyɛ fitaa ɔno so ɛbɛn no ɛna Lady Julia ɔno ankasa ne yere Lady Julia ɔno so ɛdi n'akyi a ɔmo nyinaa ba bɛto ɔmo aba bɛyɛ 4 minutes kura no anhyɛ da enu a wɔn ti to wɔn aba awie a wɔn ɛsa ɛkɔ kama nti si America sɛ yi biribiara ayɛ kama obiara nana sisi yɛde asante nyina ba bɛwura ɛyɛ Menhyia ankasa Menhyia Palace ɛna sisi a yaba bɛ ewura mu ɛwɔ hanom nti sisi America sɛ yi aha ɛna yɛsi yɛbɛtumi yɛsi Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh ɛwɔ hanom na ɔno ɛyɛ parliamentary candidate ɛkɛne bɛkasa nso amanneɛ nti ne nana ne otumfoɔ nti ɔno so awuram bi nti sɛ sɛ ameka sɛ deɛ ɛgya nya aba awie asante ne otumfoɔ sɛ tutu ɛbɛto no aba wɔne Lady Julia ɔma aba bɛto ɔmo aba awie yɛnhwɛ nneɛma bi kakra Menhyia South constituency aha ɛna asante ne otumfoɔ sɛ tutu ɛto no aba na wohwɛ a nkratasɛm no yɛwɔ 92 polling stations ɛna ɛwɔ hanom 4 parliamentarians ɛna nipa 4 ɛna gyina sɛ yɛnto aba ɛmfa ma ɔmo na ɔmo mfa mbɛyɛ yi total registered voters ɛwɔ saa 3 polling stations no ɛyɛ 1504 woyi baako a Menhyia Palace ɛyɛ 711 ɛna afei Menhyia Palace B ɛyɛ 682 ɛna afei Land Secretariat ɛyɛ 111 sesi a yɛ kasa yi ansa na bɛyɛ sima aduasa akyinie na nipa a wɔn ato wɔn aba oka 3 polling stations ne nyinaa ebom a na nipa 331 ɛna ɛtumi ato wɔn aba first polling stations no mmerɛ a yɛkyɛkɛ bɛyɛ sima aduasa akyinie na nipa 137 out of 711 na nipa 137 ɛna ɛtumi ato wɔn aba ɛwɔ hanom afei wohwɛ 682 bɛyɛ 30 minutes ago na nipa 160 ɛna ɛtumi ato wɔn aba bɛyɛ 30 minutes ago Land Secretariat out of nipa 101 na nipa 34 ɛna ato okabom a ɛyɛ 331 ɛna so far wɔn ɛtumi ato wɔn aba ɛwɔ hanom Menhyia ahemfie Menhyia Palace 3 polling stations within the Menhyia South constituency 54,072 92 polling station ɛnti no mɛgyan mu ɛde ama ɛyɛ Accra headquarters na masomu a na yɛ pɛsɛ ne presiding officer baako atwitwe nkɔmmɔ ne yɛ ɔma yɛ rundown kakra ɛnso so nansa bibi nti ntimi amam sɛ nti yɛhwɛ sɛ Matisse Menshia, one of the parliamentary candidates, Dr. Matthew Puku Pempe, so on Yebekasa, and so nya di o mababe pima. Entino, me nyama mo studio, Accra, say bibie ni hodi a me jemu e de amamo sesie.
Yo nti ye call menshia baby o 242 ye no eye menshia south kane no nanka ni nyina ye menshia baako but ene die wo ma chemtie wo menshia north ene wo menshia south ye nya nte ye se entama so wo se koketu north efise ho aye de na da bia kase aye de ho aye hyehye nti ye koketu north ye nua pani kosi agiman opambo akwasi baby a wugina no ede na ekoso ho
Then you about Anthony Hospital, I was there. Now, me and a branch about could be a friend of Lali. That you have been to Quenchi, I'm up here or to remove that is ever been a woman. And our one said that the number is the hospital. I don't suppose I'm so some of our years. I'm a MPP, Constitutional Secretary. The phone Pope, Yabu, the name of Pope, what really happened?
Yeah, thank you very much. We just pick an information that one of our monitoring agents, Ola Anyablamu, how did he? He's about 32 years old. He was at one of the polling stations in the country where he was assigned to monitor. So whilst he was monitoring, he was on the ground, and then a team of NDC staff, also accompanied by the NDC Committee Chairman, Moses Adabel, he accosted him and started beating him. So when the two were told that two macho guys held him, he held his hands, and then Ola told me when I went to him at the hospital, he told me when the guys held him, it was then that the NDC chairman himself held his costume and speech.
When his costume was held by
the NDC chairman and his speech.
And what happened? How did the parties have brought into the hospital?
What happened was that after they hit him, they hit him on the left eye with a club, and so he fell unconscious. That was how come the parties were brought into the hospital.
We also picked information that your people are lined up at the front of Ghana and Togo, and your people are saying you will not allow any foreigner to cross over to Ghana to come and vote. And as a result, it brought about this couple. That is why Olali was also
I am not aware about any such arrangement. Okay? I'm the consensus secretary. Okay? If there is any such arrangement, that should be in the news. Okay? So if people are just giving out information out there, we are not aware. Our members, what we ask them to do is to be vigilant at the police station. They are not security guards to be mounting whatever at the border. So they haven't done that. We haven't taken any information that yesterday, the border you are talking about, we met the chairman. And what they are supposed to do is to be vigilant at the police station. So these people, we have taken information that this is what they want to do because that particular police station is one of our strongholds. So what they want to do is to make sure that the election doesn't go on properly so that the people don't vote the way they want to vote. So that is all about it. It's not about anybody stopping anybody at the border. It isn't anything of the sort. That police station is our stronghold, and they want to, prevent our people from voting.
Why would somebody inflict such a wound on Olali?
Now let me give you a background. Okay. Olali was a very staunch NDC activist, and this year he crossed over to the NPP. And since this guy crossed over to the NPP, they were all over the place over him. Insults on radio, everything. So I am sure that his exit from the party poses a threat to them. That is why they are, following him everywhere. So that is, for him, Ola, if I should tell you the basis for it, that just be the basis. He left the NDC and became, a thorn in their flesh. So we are doing everything to let him understand that he can't leave them to.
Let me talk to the parties about who got me. What do you see? Where did you find Olali? Jama. He was lying on the floor.
Yeah,
na ai makwa ni ko yi asma makwa anti chama wani ba musu azaje ko Japan ko ni disma Moses ko Mapozo lepo timu o ba ko ki ga to ko cover exam ko pro ani to go to ko cover ba direct the chama kuma ko no koja 510 ko dene ko to kuma ba police station ta no ba ko ro ko no na lana ma jo ko ba ko de botama apma ye ni be mo logo ko la be ma lo ta mo ba na ma yo ta na ko mo ya mo bro ye o do kuma ba yo ba chi la botama ko ba do te dara be mo yo na ba wi kra ta ye nya ko bo so americana ko bo ba i ko ta so ga ta go bo bro ni ko pa to ifa aloma yo ko ba to pa ka kwita yo ko toujours yo ba toujours na ga ifa ko kata maganye to ya mo za ko ko ba no ko ma ma ti ma ba ko e ma ba ko la na mo si ko cha tere ta ye ba yo ku nya ta mo ku lo bo jo bo ba yo police ka ka ba o ba la ni ba se ba gba la ka mo si yo su to me nya bi mo ku ta da bu nya ku ko ba te ta ni o si na te pe o se na ta ti ba ne kana mo ja ni abi ko the gyms and the Sonia for the ball or any Mujabo Ekibun Winna, so one of them on the bar hospital, Anthony Hospital to go only a dinner, the name MPC, hope, and the conference secretary hope Akapa, and any passes of Amaso Akapa, in the same make us say, a bunch of others, so seven, into a chunk of crap. The lot of body you Majuma and sorry about the channel. No, I'm not going to see any Kobo. I think it's one of the young body at the time. Where you born, we almost we and one, I would say. And so much, the Jana, and not say about one man from told me about how to tell them about the Yamoka. Oh, that's what I career and I have to me. I'm just what I say from Yamisi say. MPP, what you have to say, you know how we want to say. Obi entry baby e ma meto na ba nto bi a obebe bia no na se mo shona se nipa no enya de ofo ma nyu a o be na meto aba na ndc for ta for say o ko ko fa ko be ra o Togo a o bi gani ade o wa o ko ma ba nto no so ai about traffic a re to ba I mean a bi a so ko ko ID card o ma meto aba ko ti se du kai nto ne ba da o ko bi a ni o ba na to. And so we say, yes, I say, we just make it to perform. I mean, when it's be the time, I don't know how to be the now, I have to James Luther Abachi, or no other way in common than the end. Okay. I'm going to think of the thing. Original minister, I know what is what you are also now, yet, and can now, feel German, about to deny it, and I James Luther Abachi, and I could think the material. And I know what I shall you. And I know what I'm going to do and every cacao. So that's I didn't know. There's a proper conscience here. Penny, other consent, free patients, which was about 20 years and I got a question to do. Catch my question. What did you see? Honestly, what did you see? This morning I went to my village. Where is your village? The man. I went there to vote. And then I saw 40 people holding vote ID card. But you don't want to disturb them, so you just take it like that. But what I see this morning is that our assemblyman come and take the vote. Yeah, and then the take. Are you saying you are voting? In the bush. Togo, they call some people from Togo. They are voting at our village. So they are voting for John Mahama and Mr. Kuka Abaji. That's then we say what they are doing is not fine. Then we save the people, but they are running away. Then we go meet some people. They were in NDC district. So you call the police thing. When they can't do the dance, they don't want to hear. So they can't shoot one of our DP, our hair. Yeah. What is the name of the guy? They show somebody Fala. Okay, they was for Fala. But and then they take the gun and knock this before him. They took the gun, the back of the gun and knocked his forehead. Yeah, that is what I said this morning. You saw it, yeah. That is what I said this morning. So
Enti ya Ketu North na sisi idea de ye hwe eye Cape Coast Vice President Pakwesi Bekwin Emisa Afa onu so akwakoto na ba eno ne nsentwofo di nkomo no na yentie bi.
And before you broadcast it so that people will become news. I think that the election campaign has shown that this country has matured in this process. The campaign didn't come up with any major conflicts, no fights, no violence at all. And I would say that part of it is due to the role that the chiefs and opinion leaders have played in this campaign. They have attended all the major party rallies. They've been there, and so I think they've had a calming influence on our supporters. I hope that they will continue to urge calmness in the people.
Thank you.
Our polls have shown that the whole country is solidly behind John Dramani Mahama. Look, 50%, get 52, 50.
Enti Cape Coast ene ye call ye no de ye hu sesi ye mampani abede chire Vice President Pakwesi Bekwin Emisafa wakoto na ba e wo Cape Coast eno no ba tike ansa na no ye call Ketu North se anopa de ye nyina ye ti bibia asomdwe mu a na prekope George Hodie ya ba be pie na Ketu North no wunimu no e ho kan flashpoint no.
Well, not that I know of, because you see Ketu North, Ketu South, predominant NDC areas, and the whole day say you bo abano na say what say you bought any one of the Ketus now you say e be gumo etimi way down scales no enti because there was a time man I to abana say omo the ta no de be gum afi ni wo be kura eko Ketu area Bantama, these are areas a whole day ye the bar a bampa but say a ban say bibi say yesi ho na de me nti say bibi
na ye ka kosi agima ye interview ti omo say yesi obi ebi mu fi Togo enti omo mo nto aba we dey hu say asomasi fi ha enti yem onto aba wa ha na bibi
well bibi says a matter be that can be a discussed because prior to the elections na ya dey wo ho and so obi ntimi nto aba your regulation at church the kwan cross so if you say the pakro on sem fata so to aba ubetimi raise objection your kwan fa so you be fill form you have to come and justify your objection ti sa ni mani nyina e wo ho nti amanfo nti ase say so susu obi send fata so to aba by reason say be a onye qualified as a voter in terms of age and as be kra onye Ghana ni a and I be kra um free sa baby kro na wo se nkobeto aba na wetimi raise objection ni nyina ye de a wo ho nti no ye nche da mfa ho den konko resist we say na we create problems.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. Nti ye free Ketu no then ye go back to 2004.
Yeah.
And I year 2004.
2004 na ye be we but ya be e be sen akwa ma no so before I be kono okay me hu say fear beba. Okay. Now or ba ye nka ban for say e bot 12 pa na batwo no ya chemi ni pepepe.
Yeah, 10 hours. Half of the day.
10 hours. Until about 12 panaka 5 hours from 12 to 5. Until you be a person called to about be an half time no yaso. Timo my imagine some half time now so okay. This is a some 15 minutes. Now about 12. About 12 and 5 hours. Let's just say half of the process. It will be emphasized no entry.
Sabe so kremu ahen ha kakra. Nti wo kwa obenya kwan ato. Tike fafia ne enkwai.
So okay. Efia wo hefa or is it okay koi?
Okay koi.
It's okay. Mosa. Okay. right. I'm saying my own shahadi.
Wadana chiachire yo. Inti yenhwe se ebenya ba bi ogina na. Okan kwe no north and no south.
Kwe
and now central
north or south.
Okan kwe central, Okan kwe north.
Okay, and you pa fear I'm so I ready.
What if you are ready? If you are yanko.
Na pese ya ba be na Okan kwe south abato empesi na police station no edi Aveno GA so Methodist Church and only police station is ya nya ni so ni want to be a photo e wo sa about to class and then my yeti me ka bae na mpani empire bae no na assessment me want no na e ko sie wa ha pa na one year a different thing mu no mo to aba no omo boss go be say party agent no e mo ba ko say dia vote be register now what the to aba na ko be say ho na wo say utu abano mano ebi o kwa post ni bua ma wa utu ni tu abano na when them say vote ni bi anti ase nam so ama e de basa nam po men tu wan ti aba ni sense ye de na ye nim de akoso wa ha so ti anye bae se de be ye betimi hu de akoso for ya ye be kan ne presiding officer abonkomo ye wa tambo fon so ha no ma hu na ehwe abo ma bibie ti na akoso 14 sense ya ya tambo fon ni bi nse kasa na e party agent no se no ma kasa na de na akoso a enam so mo tu ta se ya yon so di mi ka ba ha no no mo etwa hu mfoni ni e de atre pa so presiding officer yo dole na yama akwa baba yusu me ba cho ka say ojuma ye ti a ka me ba cho
because I need to be in this
and then to tell us what you saw me ba cho ka sa why yes why talk why everybody is watching you yama akwa baba yusu na boko die
na dum boko
me pa cho una pie juma wa ha bi ha show nsa e de na ekoso wa ha sei
na me mu kene nsu nkoso wa ha bi e ekoso wa si dream se problem ba we say ha dum de we nsem nti we so say peace and answer kindness no beba na me libi bia je ko jojo na ko bia na je fi ho o nti say na e bia se obi afema na mo tin chane a mo ti na nyesa na eti
but you better not say the be koso I no no dey hu ni je ana dey hu bufo ne ma na
ye yo ha na me nko ko fi bia ba ha na wa mo ye ide no ba me nim ko a ma de ne ba and I'm na me me telephone I'm applicant
okay
nti ni se na mo ba de no na ndi dey feeder
na se nko fo no mu metu aba na mo mfra bonti ne bebo wura mu
bi mo betu aba no bi ni bebe mo awon betu aba ni bi dada ba na bi ni nti o mo sam ti o mo ba ye no
okay na me pa chu abato na e koso se wa ha sei
o pa no so na asunjo ho so ti se ka wo do nti an na e this morning na han na e de bi eni ha we boko
na ni pase na mo sha kwan so mbe vote ne
almost 500 and something but some of them are going to be said that 500 and something
so na so far no usha ni pase na ababeto
oh kakraba la sena ye so ti ngo fone baba ye sa na aba ke bi bi aba
ya time be na musa ase
o so ko prepare na ya
okay na te bambo ho nsam so ti se wa ha se
na do o mo yo mu te na fata so mo yo
o ta na e fro say
ni teku
okay yeah that's papa yo abusia for o kai quest south abato mpefia so na ye wo na polling station di ade Pehe Methodist Church nti said di kaka na bambo fo so ha se a wo mo gwa ma bibia koso nti menya fire officer ba ko ora bi otu e wa ha se ono so ya ne bebo nkomo ora bi akwa ba o
madam use
na boko die
acha boko
shaka ni mai ye nya ni ye bi na ja ye di ye ba ha se na ba ni se ba tu se de wa ha obi na be kan bibia ma o manu agi ya obi na be kan bibia ma o mu guofu na na ekoso
oh I dey should possible because we started with a very peaceful but some incident by so I try to calm the guy down there no you never me start we were confusion anti the oil and yet into on call you are na mobile so I don't know exactly what happened they see a mobile
incident then they see okay
there's one guy ni Tom Wenu and call
for your voter
okay. And call but they have to fill a form okay. So after filling that form the two agents have to come to agreement that onto Abana and now on 1 and 2.
Okay.
So one party agency on 2. Other party agency in home. All of a sudden, me say when you accuse other party agency or can't be beat. Yeah, no.
Okay.
If you say no, Mata, don't do that. If you do that, you will start it with the breach. Now you can't watch him. The how can you for it and I can't watch him. Once you will be probably for an open prayer. But other party agents are facing me down. You know, there are a lot of confusion. There's only one incident. Apart from that, the Ecoso I never people.
The Ecoso are fine. Yeah, that's it. Now, and if I talk party agents, no more women now have to.
No, I think we have only 2 parties, MPP and NDC. That's all.
But some of you know, so there are more problems here.
No. The only you want for
okay.
The only you want for
I was for a year prison officer. And a year already O2, and you know, about and for mono. Now, answer now, me and penny for more Ebua, I'm a BBS, me a person, Ebecasano. My many 1 year distance Muna for most of our business, so and more and come on name some saying, be a day and a air cost so ever has say. And officer, me, my Hamba, you see, Boko, dear, Boko, Obedu Hatchet.
Oh, there 20 minutes.
There 20 minutes. Now, bear about 20 years cost to find.
The other day.
Okay, Bambo Huns and some soil.
Come.
I was here for your Busua and Pennyfa, one of Sabani be airborne and Como, and in your Busum said, then I air cost to has a Bambo Huns and Yambia idea, for year and Nase, when no more abo and Comocacra. Apa, I say, what I say?
About your
and I walk about it, and I
just remember to other.
Then I cost to her.
Oh, I
Bambo Huns something to say.
Oh, Namia Boko.
The two are negative because they need to man. I put the animal.
And the man who Come on. Not any Palibano. When you probably be medical, Ayla. Anna, all call on Gary Busan said, Abano, a hand of the Friday, Abano.
Guy, no, where?
One in the 3 5 who got
table no more to tell people no.
Hey, I'm a man of that drama. And this yellow is our uncle, Gemma. That's really the same compass of municipality. Uncle so chief, but Abana had to an idea. A cottage in Adia Conadia. Only him, I knew the about 2 women who go.
Into the Nippon and then my big in the back.
Yes, if he said, and this is Nippon, who said, and Opa to a mano. To the moral choose okay, yes.
Yeah, that's it. You. I was here for your son, Baku, also airborne and Como. Then and then what about you see?
Now,
at the same.
Boko.
If I saw also about her.
2 hours.
What 2 years you are not half an hour so.
I'm going to go to as it's my minute. It's my minute call. I'm in San MPT.
Okay.
She said 5 minutes, not still MPT. I don't be someone say, Obetin at one, I will get to. I don't fear about I'm not to be personal. I mean, busy officers, your I will get to. I don't feel about Saturday White.
Enti abusuafo ye call Okakwe Central ya ba yenya ne tie se former president Kofo to na ba oto ewo Jowlo ehie 14 police station benya ye kohwemra ayo eye nkomo echese nipa no ewo ahoma ne so Mark Jerry boy mu e na woni former president Kofo Adri sesia
Hello
Jerry Wutimenka
yeah me say kan
yo he na mo sesia police station be wo jom
omo kan da Kofo ababeto naba ewo eye Jowlo primary B wato ne presidential idea can to parliamentary so AVCC na eno na tabi on central for eketin koma kakanti yanka se bitin atekakra.
Okay.
Okay. Why should they give up on voting?
you give up on voting, then you've given up on your citizenship of Ghana. You don't care what happens to your country. So nobody should give up. Never. I've been in this business for almost 50 years. What's your confidence? Very high. Very high. I don't check 100%. That's I expect something. Then I will give it to MPP. 2012, yes, at that point, yes, couple, and next day. And we should have for special in the kind of buyer, maybe a system more. When you study, we can share. And now, very fine. Okay, hello,
Jerry, you're up.
It's now on my bed. I go for no day. I'm going to tell you that you are about the son of the come. Said you'll be in 9 years. Here come a county. Yeah, for a second. I'm not coming on the 2 Jano. Okay, so you did say they are fine. Ghana for your 2 money, 2 years, they are. Let us say, I'm so heavy. I'm a and then 2 years, they are 2 abano. Every 3 years, and I have some for the car and your papa for a car, yeah, and they or they are Ghana for you. And to be a young year, see the 2 abano, the ship in India, Emma, integrate a Jolu, primary B. Now, on my pay that I could find out 230. Yeah, buy and we got 226. And about the 2 about out of 626. Now, on my penny that I could find out 230th. Voter, Wababa Naba Sabri, I was Jolu Primary B.
Jolu Primary B, a constituency ben a share.
Ayawaso wagon.
I West wagon, Nebia. Oh, okay. And you're not just say, yeah, that's why Ayawaso West wagon. Yeah, that's a Mac Jerry. Every time for Yenya Bema, Mac Jerry, and your tin and canty. Tikem San Opeda, Ayawaso West wagon, Yakopa, your feet, and Oba, your cry and chair, your papa. Then when you Yakopa, you American House of Cry, say, why. But you must say, Dr. Mahmoud Baumiato, Wali, Nanado Danko Kufado, Ato, Ewo, Ebuakwa South. Nanado Danko to Ebuakwa South. And first lady, and so Ato, Ewo. Dadekotopon, cantonment, prison barracks. And a vice president at Cape Coast.
Yes, we are not too sure of the polling station, but yeah. Cape Coast.
Cape Coast.
And on Penico Fonso, so Tony Dean.
On Penico Fonso about Ewo Jolu Primary B, which is Ayawaso West Wagon. Yes, the president is Sobeko. Yeah, she said, be on a cantonment to what the Indian nature say, you call that Decotopon, ye ni madi.
But you're prepared for press conference. Wouldn't say easy for kind say, every 2 hours be a sana metia. On their press conference, James said, my CC, update press conference. No. And it's a normal thing now, more.
Yeah.
And you know, say, Ube only a Jacob Nabeka na.
Yasha say, Jawa. A Jacob now, easy head office, ewo and crying her. Eja wote and car so muna ye boy man ye a defi easy head officer.
Hello.
Eja kwabena ye hu ye wo pisa wote enka press conference na ebaso
awie omade shamohwe UTV na awie ye de mo aba electoral commission headquarters electoral commission aso ye ankasa enche bia na bebeto dwa se electoral commission da beto dwa so mo ba be ye centrofo hyiemu press conference e de nsama hodo bia atumi e de ato enum enen centrofo a efi all the media houses e wo fie ha Masisi yakase womo efi eye Kenya Broadcasting Corporation ene amanya hodo bi so so hom nia bebehwe Asamport Electoral Commission e wo de ka chen central for me ma me shalo so say e de kan ya ba ha behwe se da hasitie ene wo se pia bonte enche bi na bedwafo nyina e beba betinase ne edi kan ba ha no bambo hyehye ne manyina egu akwan mu ebetumi akase ye kan police for ha se da be bambo betumi agina wo mu nyina e wo ha e hwe se bambo betumi agina ye maka bi antwam just like that so so betwam le bebi sasanye bi wadwumi bi di e wo ha nsa na betumi atwam mpo e wo electoral commission enim ho eno nti no fi chiri ani enim benkum ni nifa nyina no bambo mu e bawe pa na ye di asototo fam kakra bi sai ye de important e ho asem e no beka no na ye di ayate ani se enema hodo a e hya ase fi bra fi abato na ase abapem sa bere no asie nyina no e no beka ho asem e de akire yen na eno achi nso no nse bisa bi o esi bisa yetumi bisa nti problems ahodo ne se ahodo ekọ ba ni nyina no ni nyina yi bibia yebetumi bisa electoral commission ma mani so ma kwan dia yetumi bisa ni nyina nti mo amuhwe UTV no mo ma mani na ha ya fide ni na ho a enche bia no electoral commission panifo ma me Charlotte said o ma no ebe be yeso twofo hyiam de owo ka bia no yebetwa mfoni ni ama matumi ahwe ni nyina.
Interbution for your call easy head office o share said the screen so na chese o mu gutu afekra na o mo prepare na o mo the press conference no aba be hyehyɛ so nti ticket na o kana update and say o mo de ebebre ye.
Yeah, once again yan kan for say a battle na 10-hour exercise nti no say about 12 it seems say about 12 about 12 video na chese aka 5 hours
12 2
and this way why be so person to na normally a battle no ni suban ba ko no say around this time ya na mu ada ho because omo ko sa line of pano nyina na bi o mato awia na abafom kakra in the next 2 hours me expect say nipa be san akọ biem na afi omo ko last minute for no last bus for omo be ko around that time no enti omo be ko akọ pem say about 5 no. Now talking about electoral commission no yen kai say ade ba ko electoral commission yes so be ye as part of former reforms no say omo be demystify the strong room.
Strong room.
Aha. Now strong room is a strong room so be out. Dan bi no mo ko hye mu no mo ko kan ho asa. This time around I mean pictures be of the strong room no why no. My mama why more person make us a presenter but that's for want of a better word or maybe
that's the first one presenter.
Ah just say. So who's a strong room no na akoye say akwai se soldier for amori bi e dey to be gu ho na ehu bi but electoral commission said omonya ne say bi ye no so open so be ya obi abetimi aba ho ombeje results ni nyina no results no ombeje no this time round so what electoral commission is as part of reforms and to ensure transparency no ombe transmit result from the polling stations kanana de na ye from the collation centers 275. This time round ni nyina beba nti obi o chim bia no so hwe obi a polling station na so obi a yenya 2 yenya 3 wo ha but the do collation no o ka bom na asesa
2 ne 3 akoda ne be 11 na
it will be easy so obi a betimi a tracy
okay
and nti no na say obi party bia no wo betena wo dem se ba bia na wo receive results no na wo keka bom yi aha na ibese so ka bom susu na say ye 2 a di hu na kura na ka say ye 2 aha na ye nyina ye hu say ye koye ni mo ho until this time round no say na electoral commission so person to demystify the strong room say the be ya enkoye ade hu bi say obi kwa akwohye ba bi na o keka bi bia bom ho I hope say sa na be ye until no I think that is something new wo ho and na fin so mo press brief ni o mo kan so o mo aye we say no minim next time so mo anye bi mu a e bi around be 5 or so respect say ye wie no so no ombe ka generally niema asie and how the mu hu ye ne ade nyina ntino ni nyina so feed into your transparency no so ye ade na ye na ama na da ho fine nti minim the helicopter bi na number bi minim ba bi
helicopter no say bi enche mampani but once ye bo mampani fuwe ye nya hu mampani ankasa ti we are just hoping say mampani beto ye nim say oto e wo bole nti ye nim ade say bi a wa transfer bank na say still cause 2012 okoto wo bole
oh me ye sure so be person beto no e wo ne bole
e wo ne bole
say na do dan kwa kufu ado e ko
na bua kwa south
sa pepe no so be ko ne bole
e be ko ne bole e na ba omi aso ko ne wale enti ye sure say president helicopter ni de na cha say enche mampani so be kwa akoto na ba but ye try ni ate helicopter no ama ne bone ekwan so nsem no yanko we tike ye say ha eye Afram planes enti ye betim di adwan fa so say hono nsuo na chi nti e bia so mo de electoral niema ne ekwa this ye de kopem ba bi say ansa na panton ne de ato aso akọ
I think so say how you overseas abrochire
overseas
the helicopter na ekọ and it's quite exciting you know say you see no say helicopter be si ho a helicopter e be si ho sa na be that, but at least it was quite an excitement.
And now me who say when you are Japan, the excitement is so
sure. Look at me who
I can't those times are now at barracks, you know.
Oh yes, I mean, say na eba ho de bia nti.
Oh okay.
and I'm saying you know Mark you so ntinka ye picking Mike
Mark Baron ono no reported from Afram Plains North ye Donko Krom se kwa no da so dia Mark sa uda so awo ho a boyemu anya won so a che baby potin a wugina wo Afram Plains Mark Baron ye hu wo so ti enka
okay, I'm say Mark Onya ente enka.
Why am one so share?
That's what enka.
Okay. Mark, beautifully.
Yes, after this election, me encouraging us to obey and list to military. The bag no bonnet chin and much will be original now, or a tintin so come.
I can only just some churchman who's so they're being conquered. Okay, yeah, shall say Mark man better to but every time for says, who say look up and look to be AC packet at a table so a chair. Now, say a Afram Plains a Kagana a prayer mantam no emu, Eastern region, the whole Yemia Bema Mac Baron, yet to 2 woman ye said the bay and bedin como. You go so a year to turn and take a not ye by 2008, and not yet the equate, yes, uncle 2008, not yet to I am common.
Yes, and Tianka for say 2008 no.
Yeah.
Naturally say MPP the 2 terms. MPP the 2 terms.
Where the 2008 no ye found what that was. Ye call EC head office na ye ko fa mo press conference no quickly.
To let the good people of Ghana know the state of the voting and also let the press be aware of where we are now. Voting started in all the 10 regions and across the 28,998 polling stations nationwide. The voting time we all know it's 7 a.m. However, we have had certain challenges, and as and when we are faced with a particular challenge, some of them we had already put in place measures to address them. Others too, when they actually faced up, we address the issues. We have had reports from all the 10 regions, and in some of the regions, there were reports of voting starting a little bit after 7. We all know this is an irregularity, and there are certain challenges associated with not opening voting centers at 7 exactly. In some of the areas, the officials were late. Others, the security men were also late. And in some cases, some of the election materials that are supposed to be placed in the ballot boxes were inadvertently not sent. So these are some of the challenges. Definitely you may have to wait for a security man. You may also have to wait for the presiding officer who will be carrying the ballot boxes to the voting centers. And if per chance, probably very critical materials like validating stamp and tampering pad are not in the ballot box, definitely you cannot actually start the voting process. So we have an example of Bekwai, which we have a validating stamp they forgot. But the most important thing is that all these election materials, normally we have backups at the district offices. So immediately there is such a challenge, the challenge is immediately addressed. So currently, all polling stations that are without election officials, those who were absent, and those which inadvertently we had one or two materials not in the box, we have hurriedly replaced all these election materials, and voting is currently going on smoothly. In areas where we did not have security men, we also got in touch with the police administration, and the police administration had actually done very well by detailing security men to these polling stations. In relation to some missing names on the voters register, we have received reports of some voters whose names are not in the register, and they claim that they were deleted as part of the NHIS registrants. And we all remember the Supreme Court's order that all names registered using the NHIS cards should be deleted. So all affected persons were given 2 opportunities to register. They also have registered during the continuous voter registration exercise, which we did, and they could have also taken the advantage of the exhibition period to get their names included in the voters register. So those people were given very good opportunities to have their names back on the register. Unfortunately, they did not do that. And the basic principle is this: once your name is not on the register, you cannot exercise your franchise. It boils down to the fact that some people are also having their names on the name reference list, their names on the constituency book and other things, but the names cannot be found in the register. It is the same process, or it's the same challenge. The most important thing is, during exhibition, every voter who registered should get to the exhibition center to find out whether his or her name is on the voters register. With the absence of our officials, yesterday, for instance, the chairperson made mention of the fact that the commission trained some standby officials. So these officials were made to replace those who were absent for 1 or 2 reasons. We also have reports from German North that parties' disagreement on the polling station register, and this has actually held up voting in German North. But the parties are in a meeting to reach an agreement on how to start the voting. There are also reports of the extraction of barcodes of wrong voters. And you quite remember that all voters who were put on special voters list or register, we gave instruction to the district electoral officers to deactivate or disable the barcodes of all voters on the special voters list. Unfortunately, some of our officers, in an attempt to deactivate the barcode of those put on special voters list, mistakenly deactivated the barcode of other white voters. So the measure that we have taken is that immediately this challenge actually comes, we look at the page in the register of that particular polling station where that voter's barcode was deactivated. And this message is sent to the IT department. The page is mailed, that's the soft copy of the page, is mailed to the regional director, who prints it and then send it to the polling station for the presiding officer to initiate the process for the voter to vote. So this is in relation to wrong deactivating of the barcode of other voters. We also have the situation where we have different polling station setups, which is giving rise to some sort of little confusions at some of the polling stations. And if you look at the polling station setup, to the late starting of the game, we have also made provisions in such street officer can increase the number of screens as well as the number of the ballot issuers to facilitate the process. And the last but not the least, there is an inbuilt mechanism in the sense that once you get to the polling station at 5 o'clock, no matter how long the queue is, all voters in the queue before 5 o'clock or at 5 o'clock will be given the opportunity to do what? To cast their vote. Then we have actually not had any problem or reports of breakdown of the biometric verification device. There are some clear processes with it. For every 4 hours, the instruction is that the batteries are to be changed. If presiding officers go strictly by this, we don't actually hope to get any problem with the BVDs. And currently, we haven't actually had reports on that. First of all, you check your name on the register. If on register, the fingerprint will be scanned. If first fingerprint scan fails, all 10 fingers will be scanned, as explained by the chairperson yesterday. If this one fails, you try this. If this one fails, you try that. If all the 10 fingers fail, then it means that you will have to use the manual verification form, which will be filled by the presiding officer. So, in a nutshell, form, as indicated or explained by the chair yesterday. We have had some reports of inadequate manual verification form in the Northern region, and we have instructed district officers nationwide to make photocopies of any form which they think they are running short of. All forms are adequate. You know, with the manual verification form, we used some percentage. We didn't anticipate a lot of people to go to the manual verification form, and we didn't also want to abuse the system, hence printing little quantities of the manual verification form. However, in areas where there are indications of a possible shortage, district officers have been instructed to make photocopies. We have also had reports from the regions on the issue of accreditation cards to political party agents. And as you are aware, in our previous IPAC meetings, we have told political parties to submit their agents or their candidates agents list for the commission to print cards for them. Some of them did, others didn't. Even this morning, we even had lists from some candidates or political parties. And how do we print when you send such a list to us this morning? However, we have asked our district officers to give them official letters from the district officer to allow them to have access to the polling stations to represent the interest of their parties or candidates. So basically, I think this is supposed to be a very short briefing, and as I said, voting started at 7 o'clock, notwithstanding certain particular challenges. Most of the challenges have been solved in Greater Accra. Those areas which actually started late, those without other materials, we have actually supplied them, and voting is going on smoothly in all the polling stations across the nation. The only exception, I think, is that of German, which the political parties are in talks to have the voting process take off. We will let you know in our subsequent briefings on the state of voting at German. If it takes off, the most important thing is to increase the number of voting screens, increase the number of ballot switches, and then increase the number of materials that actually we need to facilitate their voting. So in a nutshell, this is briefly on the state of the voting today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director Edekos and Mr. Samuel. So we'll now call for questions from the media. You raise your hand. When you are allowed, you mention your name and the media house. Thank you. Do you have another mic? Yeah?
It's good that you didn't say it. It's very good. Yeah. I think we know the implications of the Abaya.
Sandra Okosudeon from First Digital TV. Some voters came to the headquarters here, and their complaint was that their names were found on the list of dead voters. There were about 5 of them women. How have you resolved that issue? Thank you.
Dead voters, eh?
There's a video. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
My name is Sextus. I work with CTFM. We are getting reports that at some polling stations in Asutifi North, the list of transferred voters are not available, and so those who have transferred their votes to some of the polling stations there are unable to cast their votes. Has this come to the attention of the Commission, and how are you resolving that?
Transfer with the same.
You've mentioned a number of irregularities. On a scale of 1 to 10, one being normal irregularities that one would expect in any election, 10 being irregularities that make the result in question and the whole election in question, what would you say the irregularities that we've seen this morning, how do they rank?
0.5.
My name is Nana. There have been reports from the Eastern region that some of the ballot papers have been laminated. I don't know whether it has come to your notice. And then some also complained that the special voting when they went,
ballot papers laminated.
Today they went and they said they've already casted their votes. Has it come to your notice? Thank you.
Well, now, Director of Labor Services to answer.
Don't give the 0.5, and it's to be expected.
Okay, I'll start from the special voters list. Some of the questions Eric will take. What we said, and in our press release, all those who were put on the special voters list are to have their barcodes deactivated. So it is like the main voting today. If you don't go to vote, on the main register, because your barcode will be
Onia macho baako. Ma fa me de.
David de bi to ba we del David to pa.
Left, right. Na mo bode, dami. Me mo bia. Attention, left turn. A salute, brothers.
Abusian ya brand dam to. Me hwe TV kakran gi ani.
What station is this? Very clear.
TV the idea for pow.
TV burn and him door clear to set soldier for much personal.
Hey, you TV. And I'm a dead man. Grandpa, do you TV in the town? Then you can say it.
Minana, let's sum.
Link up. I control, see them follow, things follow, na some follow, styling follow, more than duro. Walking solo, talking solo, hairstyle solo, branding solo, solo mami solo, solo papa solo, earthing solo, 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 freestyle. That's up.
My people.
I remember my days with Nana at the Chimoto school.
Mix by mix.
Ghana man, your mind back. So this is all we need: peace, unity, and stability.
United Television, the Jirahoman Kaboom. UTV is all about you.